welcome to the solo piece of deer camp. This is the time that I'm going to be here for myself for about 5 days or so, waiting for the guys to come back up again, and doing a little hunting, doing a little relaxing. I'm not going to hunt every day or every morning, afternoon. Might take a morning or afternoon off. Thursday is usually my cleanup day before the guys get here. I try to get cleaned up and clean the cabin up a little bit for them. So I'll be doing a little hunting, doing a little cooking, easy stuff, but good stuff, kind of some comfort food here. And you'll see that a little bit. Tonight's going to be some leftovers, but for now I'm going to get back in, get some coffee going. And it is Sunday morning about 10 o'clock or 10:30 when Chairman just left. So I'm going to get in there, get a coffee, get warmed up, get something to eat, and then we'll get back out this afternoon. Been here about an hour so far. Nothing yet. Went out about 2 this afternoon. And we're just seeing how this stand does. I'm probably going to come down here again tomorrow morning. And then if I don't see anything, I'm going to have to start switching it up a little bit. See if they're moving in some other area or something like that, because I'm not getting too much besides that one that came by yesterday. A little surprised that I'm not seeing something, even if it's just a flash here or there. But sometimes that happens. You just all of a sudden you're looking, nothing, and then there it is. Just got back into the cabin. About 36 out there, but that wind is blowing. It feels a little bit chillier than it did when it was 23. The old wind chill. Well, tonight is leftover night. So let's get all these leftovers together and make some dinner up. We're going to be eating good tonight, huh? So let me get all these clothes off and get something comfortable, and let's get that dinner started. We got a little bit of the rib left from yesterday, some of the wings, and under the tin foil here, a little Tony's pizza heating up. Make sure that crust isn't burning in there. Nah, we're doing good. Get that top a little warmed up. This will be heated up in just a minute. We'll plate it up and get on to some dinner. Pretty simple, nice and easy to fix, and ready in no time. That doesn't look too bad, does it? Pizza, little wings, ribs, salad, and the Pennsylvania tuxedo. Let's eat. No deer today, but good bourbon will help. Thanks, Tim. Little rabbit hole high gold. That will hit the spot. As that high gold is going to hit the spot, that dinner did also. So that was very good. Put a movie on. Mike and I watched some 80s flicks that I had brought up. Running Man with Artie Schwarzenegger. And what did we see last night? Oh, Predator 2 with Danny Glover. And a few other folks in there that I'm sure you know. But we enjoyed kind of the retro, and again, they kind of hold up, so they're entertaining. We certainly didn't fall asleep on them or anything like that. And tonight I'm going to kick her back again with Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So I shall enjoy that with the high gold, and we'll see you in the morning. I'm going to head to the stand one more time. If nothing tomorrow morning, if I don't see anything tomorrow morning, and I'm not sure how long I'm going to stay in, try to stay in a little bit longer. It's comfortable in there. You're kind of out of the wind. I have the heater, so I'm going to try to put a little time in there and maybe make some coffee and take a thermos down to try to stay in a little longer. And then nothing tomorrow. Then I'm going to probably move off to the other side of the property here up on the hill and kind of look down into the bowl and kind of go over there, because I need to mix it up a little bit. Plus I want to you saw the deer walk past. If you watched deer camp, it walked right past my stand and didn't know I was in there. So they don't know I'm in there. I try to be scent free as much as I can. I think I am, because the deer walked right up the trail that I did, and it didn't seem to wind anything or wind me. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. But for tonight, a little rabbit hole, a little Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Now the coffee's going in the background. This is the traditional, and I call it the traditional opening day for Pennsylvania, the first Monday after Thanksgiving. Have a little showers last night. I heard them on the roof, and there's a few snow flurries out there this morning. We're going to head down to the stand and have that coffee. I'm going to bring a thermos down and see how long I can stay. Probably won't be past 11 or 10:30, 11 or so. Just can't quite do that anymore. Would like to, but since I'm closer to 70 than I am to 60, it's a little tougher on the old body as you start aging a little bit, and when you push it too much, then you ruin it for days to come.
It's breaking on their traditional Monday opener. We'll see what kind of shots we hear today. I have a feeling a lot of guys going to come up on the weekend, and a lot of guys left yesterday afternoon because the shots dropped off way off yesterday afternoon. I got some random snow showers going on out there, on and off, and no accumulation, but remember some snow showers down at Black Machad. Boy, they would come in and 10 minutes the ground have an inch of snow on it. It was kind of nice because you could really see. It's almost coffee time. I just lit the heater and it's glowing red, and we'll get that coffee out in a few minutes, have that, and see if I can stay in here a little while. I think it's a little cooler. It felt. It was rain this morning. Now we're getting these snow shower ice, but no deer activity yet. And I've heard 3 shots this morning, and it's almost 9 o'clock. One sounded at the top of the mountain, and 2 others were fairly far away. So as I kind of thought, this weekend thing is bringing a lot of people out on the weekend, and then they're going home yesterday, because there was a lot of shooting yesterday morning, and then yesterday afternoon, like Mike left, right? And I think a lot of other guys did, and the shooting just dropped right off. And the snow's coming down a little harder here. Well, hey, I wanted them to come down hard. I guess I'm getting my wish. Well, I just ought to do something. Maybe we'll do a little white. We'll see how long this lasts. Oh yeah, a little coffee. Just about 10:30, and besides the snow showers and a coffee, I did not see anything. One squirrel today, so I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna check a spot over here to my right for maybe this afternoon, and then I'm gonna check a spot, my old spot, the stand. I just want to make sure that that's still climbable and everything like that, and I may get in that maybe tomorrow afternoon or something like that. So I'm going to let this stand cool down, as they say, for a few days. Now, I'm not scaring deer out of here, but I'm not seeing anything either. So, we sort of had a little bit of a refresh with some rain last night and some snow. I think scent-wise we're good. It's just we're not seeing them. It looks awful nice in here, but I'll tell you, the cameras have really slowed down. Even with any deer activity over the past 10 days to 2 weeks or so. So, unfortunately, but hey, it's far from over. I'll be here for a little bit more, a lot more, I should say. I just climbed up into my old stand, the climber, and checking this out for a possibility this afternoon, depending on the weather, or maybe tomorrow afternoon. Was that Tuesday? Yeah, or Wednesday morning, whenever. I think maybe Wednesday morning this might be a good spot. Again, depending on the weather. And we'll check this out. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing anything down there. 3 shots so far, and it's going on 11 o'clock now, is what I've heard today. So my theory about guys leaving may be true, or you know what happens, the deer start getting taken and there's less deer to take, so you hear less shots. So I'll go ahead and get down, get back to the cabin.
Just poured some of my coffee there from what I had left over from this morning, and we'll have a little bit of that. Heating up some New England clam chowder on the stove over here. And this coffee this morning, this is Black Rifle coffee, the 5 alarm that sort of pays tribute to the fire department. And speaking of that, let's segue right into a challenge coin that was sent to me by Lieutenant Sean. The coin's from the Broton, and I'm glad he said that because I probably would have mispronounced it. Fire Department in South Park Township, PA, which is south of the city of Pittsburgh. This is in Allegheny County. And he said he hopes by putting it up will pay tribute to the fire departments everywhere for the job that they do protecting us and keeping us safe and getting us out of harm's way. And hopefully it'll bring me a little luck. He said it hopes to bring me a little bit of luck, and I could use that. Need to see some deer this afternoon, tomorrow, whenever, but I need to see some deer. So let's go ahead and put this up in the cafe, and to honor all those first responders that run into danger instead of out of it. And there it is up there. Again, with some other items. We're going to be putting a few more up in the next couple days.
A couple shots while I was in the cabin, but nothing much. It's very quiet. And I'm getting some text messages from people in other areas saying the same thing. Pretty quiet. A little windy. And it's holding back movement a little, but I can't say that because I'm just not seeing things, but it only takes a minute.
Didn't end up seeing anything. You did hear a 4-wheeler pull out of not our property, but it actually on a trail that actually leads to the back of our property. So may have to keep my eye on that in the next couple days or so. Tonight is comfort food night. We got some nice marinara. We got some nice spaghetti here, and I made some Kinder's meatballs last week. These are about 45% beef, 55% venison. So I'm gonna get the sauce heated up, get the meatballs in there, get that nice and warm. And then I'll let that sit. I'll start to boiling the spaghetti up, and got some garlic bread. So that's just what the doctor ordered for tonight. In the morning, that'll be Tuesday morning, I am not getting up. I'm just gonna have a sleep-in day. Kind of what I was saying the other day, the body needs a break, and this will be the best day to do it. And again, I'm just up here to do some hunting, and I do take it seriously when I'm out there, and also to have a little fun, also, and to not put myself in a position where I'm gonna be in the chiropractor, or I'm not going to be able to go out when the guys come up. Let's get the spaghetti going. Why am I talking so much? Let's get going.
Well, I may have overdone a little bit, but it looks pretty good. So let's have that pasta. And oh man, I'm looking forward to this. Look at this.
A chilly morning out here, and yes, I did sleep in till about 8 o'clock today. Boy, did that feel pretty good. 23 out here right now. You can see the snow flurries all around me. Might get an inch of snow today, tomorrow, maybe 2 or 3. We're getting some lake effect snow, I think. And hey, we don't mind. So let's go back in there. Let's get some coffee and some protein oatmeal, and we're gonna just kind of mess around a little bit today, and but not the whole day, and then we'll get out hunting this afternoon. Well, hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad today. It's a little breezy, but I just felt like I needed to put the gas and flag up, the don't tread on me. Just, there's things happening that I don't like, and a lot of it has to do with liberties, and I just wanted to get this flag up here and fly this, and I have a feeling I may get one for at home too, because it looks pretty good. This is a nice looking flag. Just so you know, I don't have a Make America Great hat. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. No party. I have no party as my registration for my voting, and I like it that way, and I will keep it that way. I was approached many times to become an independent, a libertarian, but no, they all have agendas, and I don't want to be an agenda. I just needed to fly this flag in here, and I think it's going to look pretty good up here, and we'll put this out when we come up. Pretty nice to see. Whew, I'll tell you what, it is chilly out here. 23, a little lake effect snow, as I mentioned earlier, and I'm going to get back in the cabin, have a little bit more coffee, and do a little straightening up in there under where the stove is and everything, the cook stove. This got a little sloppy and out of hand, but not going to show you that. That's boring. So let me get back inside, get that done, and we'll catch you a little bit later. Well, here's a snow shower for you, that's for sure. A little bit more like this, that ground will be coated for just enough. Yeah, I did decide to get back into my stand this afternoon, go down there about 2:30 or so, and get in there. But boy, it'd be nice if we get a little bit more of this. This ground will be coated. I'll be able to see a little bit better in there, and that'll be nice. Nothing like a little snow shower. And here comes the sun.
As you can tell, back in the stand for this afternoon, and with the wind blowing, they're supposed to have 40-mile-an-hour gusts for the next couple of days. So if that's the case, this is where I'm going to be, because at least it'll keep some of that wind off me, and have the heater here and plenty warm, and I'll be able to stick it out. So this is where I'm at, and hopefully, as we've been saying, everything will change in just a minute. So we'll get quiet, get settled down, and it's not even 3, so we got plenty of time this afternoon. Shooting time ends about 5:10 or so, good 2 hours and 25 minutes. Back to the cabin. Didn't see anything this evening, but that's the way it goes.
It was chilly out there this afternoon. We got 23.2, and that wind is blowing about 20 miles an hour according to the weather. Gusts up to 40. I don't think I felt any gusts up to 40, but it was going pretty good out there. And unfortunately, nada. This hunt is turning into a marathon and not a sprint, but you'll have that. And well, let's get on to what we're having tonight. I got some Progresso chicken noodle soup mix, some Mrs. Rook's canned chicken to go in there, a little bit of mashed potatoes to thicken it up later. Got some celery and onion in here, and a little bit of chicken base to beef it up a little bit. And we're going to throw a can of extra vegetables in there. So that's going to be a dinner tonight. We'll get some of that good garlic bread again. So that's going to be good. And this is going to hit the spot again, because it's, you know, a nice little soup to warm you up all over. And that is simmering right now. We're down on low. Have my timer set for 15 minutes. Then I'll go ahead and put the chicken and vegetables in, go ahead another 5 minutes, and it'll be dinner time. No one's ever asked what this deer is back here. Let's take a look at him. Let's see if that's too bright. Oh, there we go. He's shining kind of bright now. My head's blocking that light. That's this deer right here. Yes, 20 years ago, 2003. That's a picture of Senior and Mike with the deer. And here I am with it. And yes, I did harvest that deer right over here about 100 yards or so. It was probably 1 o'clock in the afternoon when that came by, and took the shot. And that's where the story starts, really. As you can see, that's got 8 points on that thing. And that deer had 1 antler and 6 points to start. Yeah, I shot it and broke the shoulders, and it snow plowed a pretty long distance. Not relatively long, 50, 60 yards or something like that. In that process of snow plowing, it broke the antler off. So like I said, it was about 1 o'clock in the afternoon or so, and Mike helped me drag it out because it had gone over there and then down the hill a little bit over here on this side. So we had to drag it out, of course, clean it and everything and get it back. We hung it up. And by that time, it was starting to get later in the afternoon. I said, oh, I'll go back in the morning. You know, I know where it was. I'll go look for it in the morning. Of course, that was the days, yeah, we did have weather radios, but we didn't bother to listen to it. Didn't have cell phones. And there was 14 inches of snow on the ground the next morning. It was a blizzard overnight. So, of course, I wasn't going to find that and never did find it. I took it to a local taxidermist in Wilmington and said, hey, look, I have this and like to get it mounted. Alice, you know, you got to get that mounted, you senior. You got to get that mounted. So I kind of reluctantly agreed. I brought it to him and I said, look, one of the antlers broke off when I was harvesting it. Can you match it? He goes, oh, yeah, I got plenty of ones to match it with. That'll be fine. I said, okay. A year goes by and nothing. A year and a half goes by, and, you know, I give the occasional phone call. How's this going? Oh, well, I'm backed up, et cetera, et cetera. Going on the 2-year mark, I think. I called them up. Oh, I want to let you know I lost your antler. The 1 6 point that or 1 3 of it that I had. And he said, I'll tell you what, I'll put an 8 point on there if you want. And why I said yes to this day, I don't know. I don't know. I should have just said, I want my deposit back, and this is the end of it. I'm not dealing with you ever again. But I said yes for some strange reason. I don't know why. Yeah, that's why that one is there. And hopefully that's the same cape from the deer. And that kind of means a little bit to me. Again, it was over here 20 years ago. And when you see him in the Blue Pot Cafe, then you'll know the story behind it. Yeah, that's nice and chickeny. That's looking pretty good there. Garlic bread toasted up.
Here we are, last morning of the solo hunt. Back in the blind, 18 degrees out this morning. No real bad wind, but nice frosty 18. As always, hopefully something will come by because we need it. We definitely need it. So I got the heater going this morning. We'll stay, if it does get windy like they say, at least I'll be out of the wind for a bit. You can really hear this morning in the woods too, because it's crunchy out there.
Going to take a little walk up around, see if any of the other 2 cabins up here in the circle are around this morning. Nothing again. You know it's bad when you see a squirrel and you're actually happy you saw something. You know that's bad. What can you do? Well, just got back from the walk over the cul-de-sac over here, and looks like nobody's around still, so I don't know if anybody's coming up this weekend or what. but definitely nobody is around. Light on vehicles. I do see a couple across the street, and up the street I know I've seen some lights on in the evening, so people are around, but it's just not a lot of activity. I heard a whopping one shot this morning from way back down that way, and one shot, and it is Wednesday morning, so I know the shots decrease as the days go on, and we'll see what this weekend brings. Possibly some rain for us, but we'll get back into regular deer camp at that time. But just wanted to go ahead and show you the 350 Legend. This is a Winchester XPR in 350 Legend. This is basically my Delaware deer rifle. Very, very nice. Been very happy with it, and it works great for Delaware, where you have to use the straight wool cartridges or a shotgun. So really enjoy it. Brought it up here because I sold my Creedmoor, the Winchester XPR 6.5 Creedmoor, a couple weeks back, maybe 3 weeks ago. And here is the cartridge, and basically it's a 357 on steroids, and really does the job. It's got good range for a straight wool cartridge, and I got a 5-point in Delaware. Check out the regular deer camp video. You'll see a pic of that in there. Not a huge one, but what I would call a freezer filler or a good eats deer. I already had the back straps, and they were freaking delicious, tender and delicious. And I have the tenderloins and all the rest went the hamburger, which I gave to a friend. I didn't charge him for anything. I just gave him to help fill his freezer up, and I know he appreciated that, and I appreciated giving it to him. I do have a new rifle that you will see next year, most likely, probably maybe in the North Carolina hunt. But I did pick that up the day I sold the or a couple days before I sold after I sold the Creedmoor. I went and picked this up, and I'll just let you know it is a Browning, but I'll hold off and let that be a little bit of a surprise for the future. It didn't have a scope with it, so I had ordered a scope and rings and have to get those put on by a professional. I want the professional to do that and then get that all sighted in, and that'll be next year. Having a good time as always. It's nice and quiet, and I get to do things that I like to do, and enjoy the cabin, nice and peaceful. But I also enjoy when the guys are here and a lot of the laughing and hilarity that goes on. So there's kind of the two sides to every camp. Well, this evening I am going to probably head over in this direction over here. I'm not sure if I'm going to get in the stand, and again, really depends on the wind, where I kind of like to sort of pussyfoot around or Indian hunt or still hunt. And I certainly not trying to be disparaging to Indians when I say Indian hunting. I think to me it's a compliment. It was a way of life for them, the way of sneaking through the woods and sneaking up on game and being part of the woods. So as you know, I certainly don't want to do that. Well, we'll enjoy this last day. May get a little bit of recharging on the solar from the sun. Maybe not too much though. It kind of looks like kind of an overcast day, and like I said, tomorrow should be good, and then supposedly some rain's coming in. But let's enjoy this while we can. I'm going to get back in there, have a nice coffee, of course, and get that wood stove going. And I've been enjoying the wood stove. We're doing great on gas. We have tons of gas left, but I have been enjoying the wood stove and getting that going. So I think I'm going to do that. And when I walked into the cabin last night and that stove was on, boy, did it feel good in there. A little bit warmer than we have the gas. Normally I keep the gas just at a, get it to 58, 59, but it was, with the wood stove going, it was more like 64, 65 in there, and that felt good walking in after a cold night last night. So speaking of cold, I'm cold. So let's get back inside. Oof, I put my hands on my pockets for some reason here. You may have seen Sheriff Jim's monster deer that he got, his fighter deer, in the deer camp video. Well, Jim had sent me 2 items here for the cafe, and they're from the Pennsylvania Sheriff's Conference that he goes to each year. One was from the 99th and the 100th anniversary of the Sheriff's Conference. So I have them. I just placed them up in the cafe over here. We'll take a look, and right up over here. And again, the one on the left there is, that's Jim's personal one from 1999. And then the one on the right there is just, it's more of a magnetic lapel type pin. It's kind of very nice. And that's from the 100th anniversary pin over there. So Jim, I appreciate those. And if you see that Winston lighter, well, that was seniors. Mike was going through some hunting stuff of seniors when we were up here in deer camp at the beginning, first part of deer camp, and he found that, and he said that was a top shelf item, and that was, I know it's just a cheap Winston lighter that you probably bought a carton of cigarettes and you got a lighter to go with it, but for us, and if you knew Al and his Winston lights, that was just something that was always going around. So we sort of laugh about it to this day. We're reminisce about it. I guess not laugh about it, but reminisce about it to this day. So I put that up there also, and that's going to stay there. And right below, of course, Jim's Sheriff Conference coins. And Jim, I certainly appreciate that, and a great buck that you got this year. Just sitting here in the sun in the cabin. It's coming in the back door here, having a nice coffee, enjoying that, warming me up a little bit. It was 51 when I came in this morning, 51 in here, 21 outside. So it still felt good. Wood stove was not on, but as you saw, I got it blazing. And I had turned the gas down to the very lowest setting before I left. No sense in keeping it warm in here. Over 50 is fine for the equipment and everything, camera equipment, etc. So I'm just going to sit here, drink some coffee. I got the ashes out of the stove. I've been saving coffee grounds, and I put them around some of the spruce trees out there, acid loving, and no sense in just throwing those coffee grounds into the trash. Save them for something, and I'll be saving them for the next few days, do the same thing. But just enjoying this solo piece of it. It's got a different vibe, a quiet vibe to it, and I kind of sort of set my own pace and do my own thing here, and kind of enjoy the quiet and then the craziness, which is fine, which is there's a nice balance between the two. Sometimes I go a little too quiet, so that brings me back. Well, just wanted to mention, I know a lot of the folks that watch the channel, a lot of people that watch the channel, and I talked about losing George a while back, and the wife and I were really kind of not thinking about getting another pet for a while. But we had been looking at the SPCA website and seeing what was on the site. And one just happened to pop up, and here he is. And we could not resist going to see him. And the name that they gave him was V6, as in as an engine, V6, because it was a stray, and he crawled into an engine compartment on a used car lot or a car lot. And a woman drove home with him in the engine compartment, 15 miles. Got to the house and then heard the cat meowing, and she was afraid of cats. I think she got her daughter to come over and get the cat out of the engine compartment area, and they took it to the SPCA. And it had a bruise on its leg, it had the cut on the nose, it had a bad burn on its side over here, and it's actually burned to where it needed stitches. And we saw him, and we went up and visited him, and we just couldn't resist. We brought him home after a couple visits, And we renamed him to Andrew, which that was one of George's brothers. Was named Andrew. They were the currency kiddies, George Washington, Andrew Jackson, etc. So we named him Andrew. So we are enjoying the heck out of him, and if you believe in how spirits and law and deceased pets can communicate, he is the sweetest, nicest cat you ever want to know. I mean, George was, nobody will ever top him, but he is trying his best. So here's Andrew. You'll hear a lot about him probably in a little bit. We do have a couple companions for him. I'm not going to go into them now, but Andrew, hey, you are becoming the best too.
Just going to do some walking around up here, very, very slow. Stop behind a tree, walk, look for beds, scrapes, rubs, etc. So I'll do that, and then I'll eventually maybe make my way past the cabin and around, and then back again. So I'll see you when it's starting to get dark. Well, there's a pretty big scrape right here, and the old licking branch. So it didn't take long to find something. You know, it's old. You can tell it hasn't been used in a while, hasn't been freshened up. So they're not interested that much in doing that. I'll go head down and head down this way a little bit. Just about the end of shooting time. I did not see anything again. Gonna finish the walk back to the cabin, and should be getting there right at dark. But hey, before I go, thanks for joining me on my solo piece. I'm sorry it wasn't more exciting than this. It seems like I've said that a few times this year, but just did not see any deer. I had stopped and talked to a gentleman that was driving on the road. I saw him out there, and he has not seen a deer. It's been a little tough. But I'm going to go back in, make that spaghetti and meatball dinner again. I'll tell you what, I'm going to watch this movie tonight. Check this frame or two out, and see if you know this early 70s drive-in classic. I think it was kind of a cult classic, and I can remember going to the drive-in and watching this actually a few times. So see if you know the name of this one, and let me know in the comments. And I appreciate you coming along. And if you stopped the regular deer camp to watch this, to see the whole thing, well, go ahead and continue on, and we'll see you over there. But for now, this is White Rook 85. I will catch you on my next adventure.
Yeah, there we go.
Yellow cord.
Hey everyone, I'm Camp Cook. I can't turn on the Jenny. I can't turn on the Jenny, everybody. How's everyone doing?
Right below the
How's everyone doing?
Hit the power switch.
I'm trying, Tom.
You got it yet? I got him plugged in.
Tom's getting pissed. Oh shit, Cook.
Come on, Cook. Let's start at the beginning.
He's so fed up with your shit.
120 outlets. There's a small switch right in the center.
AC. He says.
Put your finger on it.
Put your finger in it.
It'd be awesome if Tom was like setting him up to get shocked.
Oh.
Tom, my finger's in it.
Yeah.
Whatever we do.
Oh, whatever we do, yeah. Whatever we do, it's going to be wrong.
Oh, you, what the fuck? You call that a fucking...
You call that
old-fashioned? Yeah, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Chairman just throwing shit in the thing. Fucking idiot.
Well, hey, Chairman is going to make us some Chairman old fashions. What he's going to throw in there? Probably some garbage. Who knows?
Fucking garbage. We call this junk.
Junk.
Fucking no idea what the hell this is going to taste.
This Walmart stuff. All right, let's have
At least we got good gin or good
Good
Oh,
bourbon.
very good.
But hey, 10 years ago or 13, we had some Canon heavy seas, and this is the Canon. Well, 10-year. My backlit again here. %. Huh? We're not exaggerating. It was at least, you know, into 30. I think I hear something down there. Those guys. I don't know why we don't hear anything.
With a little of that on there.
Yeah.
A little something extra for everybody.
Yeah. A little methane.
Oh, methane. Not a little fucking methane can help.
So,
Huh?
I think it was a little bit. All right, that's gonna make the outtakes, bloopers and outtakes.
Yeah. A lot of mallards around here.
That's for sure. Okay.
All right.
All right, Mike. See you later.
And off goes the chairman into the sunset. It's actually sunrise. Hey, off goes the chairman into the sunrise this morning. Holy shit, Camp Cook, what'd you just do?
Myself.
And I gotta stay on the track because I got slippers on.
Yeah, that's fine. Just yeah, about where Steve is.
Big room for me in there. Somewhere. I need a track. Then we're up.
All right. And action. And cut. That's a wrap. You can go back to your trailer.
Alright, see you guys tomorrow morning, alright?
Real fast, you guys want to hear a classic?
Camp Cook.
I would love to.
Alright, so I won in cars yesterday, right? So of course I'm gonna put the money
You're gonna have to pay.
I'm gonna put the money on the bar. So what do you think the beer count was?
What? Dollar damage?
3.
9 to 2. 9 to 2.
9 to 2.
Yeah, dude, I don't like boozing. Like,
He had 9 beers?
yeah.
Oh shit! He's holding it together good.
We're just telling him your beer consumption. Your rate. He's like 6 to 1 me.
At least one of you is responsible.
Right, they'll get nice and crisp
Why'd you
just
gotta
like that.
curse and ruin the video, Syntax?
Yeah.
Hey! It's go time! What kind? Are these breasts?
Yeah.
Alright, because I don't eat no fucking thighs.
Eat the fucking breasts.
Alright,
Look how big they are.
Alright, I'll take 2 of them bitches.
Take them.
So I'd eat the thigh and leg like your wife.
Yeah.
That's it. Get back in.
Nailed it. Nailed it. First thing. And cut.
Ah, yeah. That was about 30 seconds.
Wow. Sizzle that up.
Alright, put the other one on a little less.
Little
than-
less.
Nah, it's fine. Verdict?
Not bad though.
Alright, I'll take it. You alright?
A couple of these on the edge are a little hot. I even turn that side down.
Oh, they're alright. Oh, yeah.
That was the end of that thing.
Yeah, now's the time for tracer rounds, huh?
Yeah.
Snow on the ground?
Snow on the ground. Yeah. Yeah, it's just on the end a little bit.
Occasion.
Yeah. Cajun.
Occasionally.
There's a ride.
Here's a ride. Here's a ride.
Here's a, well,
This will make it all worth it for my viewers.
Hold on a second. Gotta get it brighter.
There you go.
Well,
Get
one
it?
more. All right, that's right. Oh,
You know what? I don't know if they like the lower or the top pocket.
the top pocket.
Top pocket guy?
Yeah. Yeah, the top pocket guy. All right, come on in where it's light. I'm having trouble with my light here. I don't know if it needs to charge or what. It's pissing me off. Oh, it came right on. Oh, soup. Shitty soup.
Dude been at the gate for about 5 minutes. 3 keys, 5 minutes. 3 keys. There's only 3 keys, mind you. Jesus Christ. What a beep beep.
Or whenever I decide to, what's Tuesday? Yeah, either to see if, let me just hold on there. That frickin' truck in the background. Blooper. Afternoon. And cut.